students, my name is Ayesha Dawn de Gaujes. I'm from grade 7C. Today I will tell you the story of Who Moved My Cheese by Dr. Spencer Johnson. Long ago, in a land far away, there lived 4 little characters who ran through a maze looking for cheese to nourish them and make them happy. 2 were mice named Sniff and Scurry, and 2 little people named Hem and Haw. Every morning, they left their homes and raced to the maze to find their favorite cheese. Sniff and Scurry had simple brains but good instincts. They used a simple method of trial and error. Hem and Haw had complex brains with beliefs and emotions that made their life in the maze more complicated and challenging. Finding cheese was important to the little people. It was a way of getting what they thought they needed to be happy. Eventually, they all discovered their own kind of cheese in Cheese Station C. Every morning, Sniff and Scurry awoke early each day and ran to the same route to the maze to Cheese Station C. Hem and Haw awoke each day a little later and went over to the station. "This is great! There's enough cheese here to last us forever." They felt secure. They even decorated the walls with saying, "Having cheese makes you happy." Hem and Haw became so comfortable they did not notice the supply of cheese had been getting smaller and smaller. Meanwhile, Sniff and Scurry back to the area each morning to see if there had been any changes from the day before. One morning, they arrived at the Cheese Station C and discovered there was no cheese. The 2 mice were not surprised. The mice did not overanalyze and soon off in search of new cheese. Later that day, Hem and Haw arrived at the cheese station. "What? No cheese? No, no, no! Who moved my cheese? This is not fair!" Hem shouted. Hem, I know we're smarter than mice. We're not acting like it at the moment. What will happen if the cheese isn't here tomorrow? I've made plans based on this cheese, Haw said. While the 2 mice had moved on, the 2 little people continued to grumble. One night, Haw wrote on the wall, "The more important cheese is to you, the more you want to hold on unto it." The next day, Hem and Haw still somehow expected to find their cheese in the same station. "Why did they do this to me?" Hem exclaimed. "Where is Sniff and Scurry? Do you think they know something we do not?" Haw wondered. "They're just simple mice. We're little people. We're entitled to our cheese," Hem said. "Yeah, but maybe we could just simply get going and find some new cheese," Haw suggested. But Hem wanted to stay in Station C. Sniff and Scurry found the biggest store of cheese in Station N after much trial and error. Every day, Hem and Haw went from their home to cheese-less Station C and returned home with empty bellies full of nothing but stress. Then Haw began to imagine himself out in the maze finding new fresh cheese. "Come on, Hem, let's go," said Haw. "No, I like it here. It is comfortable. Besides, it's real danger out there," Hem replied. Hem, look at us. We keep doing the same things over and over and wonder why things don't get any better. It's time to move on," Haw insisted. Like Hem, part of Haw was afraid, but then Haw wrote on the wall, "What would you do if you weren't afraid?" Haw gathered all his courage and jogged into the unknown. "It's me time," Haw shouted. At first, he felt lost. However, it was not long before he began to find his way to the maze. He wrote again on the wall, saying, "When you move beyond your fear, you feel free." Haw hoped that these handwritings on the wall would not only be reminders to himself, but also a marked trail for Hem to follow if he chose to enter the maze. Haw continued his journey looking for new cheese. He had let go of the past and was adapting to the present. He was pursuing new cheese, and then it happened, piled high everywhere. It was the greatest supply of cheese he had ever seen. Who Moved My Cheese is a story that you can always apply to your own life to help you stop fearing what the future holds, but instead just stroll in a changing and unpredictable world. Do not be afraid of change. It is leading you into a new beginning. Be fearless and do not be afraid of failure. There is no better way to learn than through trial and error.